All right. Welcome to the Standing on Business podcast, everybody. This is going to be a midweek check-in. Day 66. I'm here with my accountability partner, Jake.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, we were testing in some things. You know, this whole week's been a lot of testing and trial and error. A lot of frustration on our end, to be honest. Between us, and one thing we had to be told, I think it was Friday night, is we need to be kind to ourselves.
Yes. Shout out to Jay Ware in the words of the great Jesse Ware.
That was very powerful when I heard that. It was very good. Just to be kind to ourselves during this whole process, because there's a lot to learn. There's a lot going on. And, of course, us trying to grow through it all, us not knowing much and being where we are in life, it honestly makes it a lot more challenging.
Yes.
Especially because we did talk about how in the beginning of this month we will be Jake will be starting his no alcohol for a whole month, and we're 4 days in.
Have started it, yep.
Yeah, you have started it. You haven't had any alcohol, and he challenged me to take on this whole week without any alcohol also. So I've also been taking that on.
Yeah, 7 days,
Yeah, not terrible, but still, it's for the average person. I think they would think that's whatever. It's not that bad, but I was saying earlier, I personally was drinking since September 20th. How long were you drinking consecutively for how long do you think?
I want to say since October, November, pretty consecutively.
Yeah.
Like beginning of October, I started drinking pretty heavily.
Just like you couldn't remember a day that you didn't have a beer.
Yeah, for sure. At least a couple tall cans. Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing about me is I wasn't drinking like a bottle or anything every day, but I guess I might as well have. There were days I did have a beer after work, or days that I just whatever, a couple beers, because I'd been doing the live stream too.
Mm-hmm.
So drinking a couple beers in the live stream, and it just kind of was just normal, natural. It didn't seem like so. So if anybody were to ask me, I wouldn't say I had a problem.
Well, because you're just doing it to like loosen up, get in your zone. You're not necessarily drinking to like get away from your problems, or like drink to like feel messed up all day long or at work or anything like that. So you're just drinking to have a good time, or like take a load off after work. So you're not seeing it as like, oh, it's a detriment to, which it's really not necessarily. Like
in that aspect, I didn't see it.
But at the end of the day, like if you have to think about things like, okay, I may be drinking like a little bit too much, you might as well take a step back and reflect a little bit, because odds are like you probably are.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I definitely was. Just to say it in simple terms, like my gut was just.
Yeah.
I had the biggest beer belly, just standing straight. And now, actually, I was looking at myself yesterday after the gym, and I couldn't even like push my gut out as far as it used to go. Like I was pushing,
and that's so nice, huh?
Yeah, so we have been in the gym. But going back to the first couple of days, it's been a little frustrating and challenging. I know that we first day or two was kind of like that gray area where you're just trying to not think about having a drink, not thinking about having a beer or something like that. Mm-hmm. And it was definitely a challenge, especially because we had a lot of time on our hands and a lot of challenges on our hands.
That makes it that much harder, right? When you have like a little bit of time, like time to kill or whatever. Like
when you don't have any immediate things that require your tasks, immediate things that require your attention.
Yeah.
Then it's not that hard to just be like, I could have a beer and just go about my day.
Might as well.
I think that's why when people go on vacation, they just decide to have a lot of beers, or they have morning mimosas or morning beers or whatever.
Hell yeah, daycation.
Yeah, exactly, because it's there's nothing else to do but to get drunk.
Yeah, it's 5:00 somewhere.
Right, but it was definitely a challenge, especially because the day after we did the podcast and you challenged me not to drink for a week.
Yeah.
We were also talking about how it's not smoke so much weed, and I mean, honestly, I don't think I could remember a day that I haven't smoked weed since I was like 14.
Yeah.
Like consecutively, and that's in itself a problem, obviously. But going a day without weed, it was pretty weird, pretty rough.
Right.
So
you're conscious about it, because like you can go days without weed when you're not thinking about it, or like if it's not around, or like, you know what I mean.
I can't say that. I mean, like I said, I haven't
at least a pen or something.
Not one day without weed. I actually did go to Miami one time, and I couldn't obviously get weed over there, so
it's not legal, yeah.
I went a whole week without drinking THC or smoking, smoking some beers. You know?
Yeah, no bong in the butt or nothing.
No, but no, definitely no type of smoking or drinking. So it made it easy for me to just not drink or smoke.
Yeah.
Well, not smoke really. I drank a ton, but cutting the two. My point is, I guess, is cutting the two out at the same time is definitely a challenge. And it's like you could sit here and say like you got to have a steel mind and you could be as strong as, you know, a Marine or whatever, a Navy SEAL, but it's not that simple for the average person that smoked weed since he was 14 and drinks beers before, you know, before he's even the drinking limit, age limit.
Yeah.
So I definitely am having struggles, which is why I really am, I guess, happy to be doing this check-in with everybody to kind of hold everybody else that may be viewing, hold Jake, do a accountability check-in, hold Jake accountable. And it's definitely been a tough one, but I think now that we've gone past that barrier, the really hard day of not drinking, I think the next few days will be a breeze.
Yeah, it should get easier from here on out, right? I mean, the first thing I said this morning was bong hits and beers or what? You know?
It's so natural. Like, it's so easy.
Yeah, and it's just like, you know, halfway joking or whatever, but still, it's like, that just goes to show that's where your mind goes, you know? When you're not doing it, when you're being conscious not to do it.
Yeah.
And it's a crazy thing, really, the psychology behind that, you know? But, yeah, it's a blessing to have this podcast to be able to hop on, especially when we're feeling like times are getting hard. You know, it's not as easy as we thought it would be. Like, instead of just resorting to our old habits and buying a beer, we're able to just be like, now let's make a podcast about why we're struggling right now or why we're having a hard time or whatever, you know?
Yeah, it's super, it is, like I said, it is super frustrating and it's super tough to try to think of other things. But really the challenge is, and I guess the question I really wanted to ask you is, why are we so prone to our bad habits like drinking and smoking,
right,
when we know we should be working on our passions and the tasks that will bring us closer to the person we want to be?
I think a few things play into it. One of them, for sure, the fact that we've been doing it since we were 14 years old, you know, 8th grade. Like, we've been doing it for so long, and I guess not to say, like, oh, we've gotten so far, but we've made it this far doing it so long, so it's not, like, really something you think about, like, oh, we're gonna end up like the guy under the bridge if we keep drinking beers, but, like, in all actuality, that's how you end up there, is by not being aware of it. So I think we're in the right step, you know, being aware. I think that's the first step that damn near anybody will tell you is, like, a step in the right direction. So we're already there, being aware that, hey, we don't want to do this. We don't.
The first step to addiction is admitting that you have a problem, or what? Definitely. Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of, it's funny for us, you know, because we can make light of it, but sometimes it's true. I mean, we all have, like I said, when I was drinking from September to December, every day, day in and day out, I probably would hear from my family or something. Hey, didn't you think you should probably, like, take a day off? And I'm like, I mean, just a beer, like, what the heck?
I wouldn't irritate you or what?
I mean, it wouldn't get to that point, but it probably would have if it would have gotten talked about a little bit more. But it's like, yeah, no, definitely, it would have been a little irritating conversation to hear it. You hear when someone tells you something, you don't want to hear it. You're just like, it's super irritating. Like, leave me alone. I'm just having a beer, you know. And you definitely wouldn't admit to having that problem. You don't want to admit to having that problem. I wouldn't have admitted to having a problem. I still don't think I had a problem.
What do you think? What do you think helped within the last 60 days? Helped you identify that, hey, maybe I am drinking a little bit too much?
Well, there's the thing is, I knew, like, I was like, this can't last forever. Like, I am drinking a lot. Yeah, I'm having, like, a whole week, but I'm like, I justified it, you know, with little things like the podcast. Or I'm sorry, the live stream, DJing live stream, and we're taking it, you know, going out to have a weekend dinner or whatever. But I realized that it was not going to last forever. I want to be a better me. I know that I want to be a better me. And not going to lie, my accountability partner moving in with me somewhere in and around November 20th or so, Jake Baker, the man right here, moving in to help out. And it kind of just, we had these conversations, and it's like it's crazy how we separated from from knowing each other in high school and then meeting back up 5-8 years later or something like that, and realizing, like, dude, we still have, we have so much in common that we never even had conversations about personal improvement, personal growth, wanting to, build more than just personal growth and personal improvement, but building businesses and trying to build wealth and things like that too. So it was pretty incredible how we had these conversations. We both clicked up on that. And immediately you started talking about going to the gym, and you're talking about drinking protein and all these not healthy things that are not healthy, but just these challenging things, these mentally and physically
just good habits,
challenging things. Yeah, that I've never actually dabbled with or been actually never done any of that kind of stuff or looked into any of it. But now I make it, I make a consistent challenge.
You can see the progress, can't you? Huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's been a ride. It feels like it was just a couple days ago, but it's been 66 days, maybe even about 76 days since you moved in, or so 70 some days because
76 days. I'll say 75 days since we've been aware. 66 days of strict action. Right?
Yeah, because like I said, you moved in on the 22nd, like the 20th or something like that of November. Then we started talking about it, and then we brought it up 10 days later that we're going to do a 120-day challenge starting December 1st. Yep. So that was pretty cool, pretty exciting.
Yeah, it was dope, man. It was pretty crazy though how we connected.
Yeah, it's blows my mind that obviously that's why we were such good friends then. That's why we're gonna remain good friends. But I mean, as long as we stay challenging ourselves, staying accountable. Yeah. That's why we wanted to really do this midweek check-in, and we really hope to just kind of shed some light. Again, no one wants to admit they have that problem right away. Whatever problem it is, it's the junk food, it's the drinking too much alcohol, it's smoking too much pot.
Yeah, staying up too late, scrolling
on your phone for too long. These are all bad habits that majority of us don't want to admit to ourselves, and that sounds even worse when someone's pointing the finger at you like, hey, do you think you have a bad habit? Maybe you should kind of cut back on that bad habit, try something new to better yourself.
Yeah.
Ew, why are you gonna tell me that? Leave me alone. How about that?
Like screw off.
Exactly. I'm gonna actually go get another one.
I think I'll have another.
So it's so easy to do that, but it's a challenge to hold yourself accountable.
Yes.
So just try to hold yourselves accountable. Just try to stay on top of who you want to become, and push yourself to those challenging moments when, hey, I really want that drink. Remember, that's the challenge, that's the pressure that's going to create the diamond inside of you. Use that pressure to motivate you to go out for a midday recharge, to write out your schedule for tomorrow, to fold your laundry that you have sitting on your bed from last week. That's me. But I'm only telling you guys this stuff because we're trying to keep it real with you guys, so that way we can all grow together. I really hope to add so many more of you guys on our journey and just share ideas of self-improvement and just grow with you all.
We want to create an army of just savages, so everyone on a better mission to just becoming their better self. Whatever they have envisioned for their life, we just want to help everyone achieve that. And if we can inspire people to realize that along the way, or if we can help people achieve that, that's the biggest blessing in itself right there. That's it. That'll make it all worth it right there. So
definitely,
for sure, we're just trying to become our best self so we can hopefully, like I said, create an army of just savages. We want everyone to be on. We want to see everybody at the top with us.
Definitely, just an army of individuals off to the better self.
Yep.
Whatever that means to you, whatever standing on business means to you. If you're standing on business and being the best parent, you could be standing on business and being the best gardener, accountant, real estate professional. Whatever that means to you, let's do it. We have some exciting news for you guys. We're really going to be bringing on some special guests that are actually going to be talking about a lot of valuable stuff. Hopefully some valuable things you guys can take away. I'm working on some really valuable players that might actually be able to provide you guys some financial advice, some financial freedom tools, resources.
Give us a look into their lives, how they did it.
Definitely. So we're working on that. We will be doing opening up to 2 segments a week. Our the Michael and Jake standing on business check-in.
The 120-day challenge.
The 120-day challenge. Yeah, we'll continue doing that, and we will do another segment with a guest, whether it be someone who's talking about their personal business that they're working on and personal growth that they're working on, or a professional that'll be able to shed some light on a way you, Jake, and yourselves and myself can take away and add value to our lives.
Absolutely. And if you feel like you might be somebody who has an interesting story to tell, or if you have any value for us that we might be able to take away from, or the viewers at home might be able to take away from, or if you just want to get on and talk about business or anything like that, DM us. We're totally open to conversation, and we want to hear from everybody.
Yeah, most definitely. And we'd love all the feedback, and we definitely want to get in touch with anybody who's working on their personal business. They're just their personal lives being the best they can, or they're professional. Mm-hmm. We want to share value. You want to be able to even help grow with some professionals. But we will be also doing all of this on YouTube.
Yes.
So I wanted to make that big announcement right now. I'm super excited and super thankful for all of you guys that went ahead and subscribed to help us get there.
Heck yeah.
We will be doing the live stream on YouTube. We didn't do the live stream on the check-in this afternoon because of something we wanted to just get out the way and make it quick for you guys and just do a quick check-in to hold us again accountable. We have a lot of things going on this Sunday.
Yep.
So we hope that you guys can take away from this. Again, if you guys want to chat and be on the show, we are welcoming all guests, even black cats.
Hi, the kitty.
So let us know what you guys think, and we'll chat and we'll catch up soon. But for now, we'll catch you later.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.